Guys, welcome to the preview for the AFC Wimbledon Grimsby Town game, which will be taking place on Tuesday night. And obviously, David Artell's done his press as of today, at least the club press. I haven't seen anything done by Humberside. And not much came from that in the way of team news. I think we're pretty much where we normally are, and I think it's very hard to do those press interviews sort of the day you come back into training, really, and it's very hard to tell. So not much from that interview came from team news and that. I think we're pretty much as we were. I don't think there was any major injuries. I know that Cartwright did go down a couple of times. So, you know, if Harvey's fit, I'm sure he'll play again. But if not, Jake Eastwood may come in. I'm sure there probably will be a couple of changes. Probably Abo Issa will come back in. A couple of lads may come back in only because of the quick turnaround between Saturday and Tuesday. I don't know where the lads can go Saturday, Tuesday, and then Saturday. But not much was said in the pre-match press conference, at least from the club media side, in regards to team news and that. So I'd say we're pretty much okay. Obviously, we'll see how that goes. I did go looking for others, but there was nothing else up at the time, and obviously I want to get this one out to you. I personally would make a couple of changes just to freshen up a little bit, because it'll be a different game at Wimbledon. And obviously during this preview I'll do again. I'll go again. I use Soccer Punter for my information. So shout out to Soccer Punter and thank you for the information that this gives me. As you can see, the recent form of both sides is about the same, really. You know, one win from the last five. Obviously, we won last time out, as did Wimbledon. Obviously, getting, as David Artell called it, the grudge match win that Wimbledon got over the MK Dons, and obviously us getting that crucial win against Forest Green. Didn't play great. At the end of the day, the result mattered more than performance. The fact we got it helps us. And obviously, they've had 3 defeats in their last 5. We've had 2 defeats in the last 5. So probably our form is maybe slightly better, but only by a point. I've also seen here that we've played each other. We've only ever played this incarnation of Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon, 4 times in our history. Obviously, we've played Wimbledon a lot more often, but this incarnation of AFC Wimbledon, we've only ever played 4 times. Which, I don't know why it surprised me, but it did. And in that time that Grimsby Town have won twice, lost once, drawing once. I'll take you through the results for those. The goal ratio is 2-3 in Grimsby's favour. So a 0.75 goal scored ratio to a 0.5 giveaway. And the results between the two sides came once in the National League in 2011 when Grimsby, even though they had a man sent off, ended up winning the game by 2-1. Wimbledon got their revenge in 2022 when they beat us at Wimbledon 1-0. Last then the game afterwards in May, Grimsby got their revenge that season, a 1-0 win for the Mariners at Blundell Park. This season at Blundell Park it ended up 0-0, so it's 1 win for Wimbledon, 2 defeats and a draw. Um, but Wimbledon are going to be buoyed by that win last weekend. Obviously, we've got obviously James Tilley, who is one of Wimbledon's, I think, one of the players of the season for them, really. Obviously, he's now at Wimbledon. He'll be hoping to get one over his former side, I'm sure. And if you did want a bit of a punt on this, Wimbledon you can get at some places at 9-10. The draw is 13-5, and Grimsby are 3-1 to win this game. So take your pick. If you are a bit of a punt, there's some of the prices you can get. I said we're still, we're buoyed by that last result. We're buoyed by it. Finally got a win. Al Mohammadi, who is no longer there, is classed as their top scorer. But I think one of the danger men, if he's fit, will be James Tilley, who we know very well going to be town. The average goals scored for Wimbledon is 1.37. Ours is 1.36. So there's not really a lot in that. The goals allowed obviously were a lot worse. They're 1.11, we're 1.82 on average. But Wimbledon have failed to score 12 times this season. Surprising. 12 times this season, Wimbledon have failed to get a goal, but they have got some dangerous threats, Wimbledon. And I think it's going to be a tough tie to go into. It's something that we want to go and try and back the Forest Green win up, and we need to take it like we did when we went to under Michael Jolly. We got a win at home, I think, which was against Barnet, I think it was, and then we went to Swindon and got a win there. That's kind of like what we've got to do here. We've got to kind of back that win up. I mean, if we go to Wimbledon and lose, it's going to feel like we could, we could back. It might knock us back a peg or two. Jake Reeves is their top assist maker. Danny Rose, obviously, our top goal scorer. The man that never stops running and probably never will stop running, really. Danny Rose is the right man, I believe, to take us forward in attack. I think everyone adores Danny Rose and is fortunate to have him. Again, putting a great performance against Forest Green, and I'm sure if he does get picked, again he'll do the same again at Wimbledon, I'm sure. If we look briefly at where the teams lay in the table, you can see Grimsby are down in 21st, so that's 7 wins from 33 games played. Excuse me there. Drawing 12 and losing 14. 45 goals scored, 60 conceded, a minus 15 goal difference with 33 points, whereas Wimbledon are in the top 10, so in the top half of the division. 13 wins from 35 games played, drew 11 and lost 11, scored 48 goals and conceded 39 goals with a plus 9 goal difference and 50 points. So there's 17 points parts us and Wimbledon. They're at an indifferent period, Wimbledon, but they do play some good stuff. I think Johnny Jackson is still there at Wimbledon, and to be fair to Wimbledon, I mean they're only 4 points off the playoffs. So we're chasing survival, and they're chasing playoffs, and they could go in there with if results go their way or they get a win. So they're playing for something as well. That could make this a game of quite an open game. This could make it because both teams will want the win. I've seen a lot of people say that we'll take a point, and obviously, if you finish with a point, of course you would. I would say that I think it depends on how you get the point, is how you set for the point. But if you go away, anybody will take the point. Going anywhere, you'll take a point. But I think we need to back that win against Forest Green up with something. That is for sure. So it's important that we do gain something from Wimbledon. I think, like I said, it'll be a different game. I think we'll be playing more football. Will be played, I think, against them more than there was at the weekend. So I think it'll be more of a watchable football game. It is a 7:45 kickoff, so anyone that is travelling down to Wimbledon, good luck to you. That's a long trip. There's 2 long trips this week, really, for fans. So, if we can get 300 or so down at Wimbledon, or some exiles that live near Wimbledon, may go down there. I think it's. I expect it to, like I said, be a better spectacle in the way of football than Saturday, but I think everyone was just so anxious with that, and you could also tell the players were as well. I think they knew how important that game was, even though in the media they tried to play it down. I think David Artell's trying to play things up. Hopefully it kind of works. I have noticed, he mentioned in his pre-match about them starting to do the pre-match huddle, which, to be fair, I didn't realise that they've really just started doing that. I think they are. I think those clear the air talks after Doncaster may have brought the team together. At least I hope it has. And it's. I'm going to go into a prediction in a second, and this is quite tricky because, like I said, both teams are fighting for something. So I don't think it's going to be one of those games where Wimbledon they're not going to go for it, because they are. They're still chasing a playoff place, and we can't rest on our laurels just because we've beaten Forest Green. So I'm expecting this to be quite lively now. Do I go for a draw, hoping for a win, or do I go for a win, hoping for a draw? My score prediction for this one is I've no idea. I've no idea. Because you can't say either side wants it more than the other one, because they're both battling. They're both not far off. I'm going to be positive though. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win for Grimsby, I think. Yeah, why not? I don't think Harvey Rogers will do what he did. I'd love him to. What he did last weekend, I'd love him to. I don't see that happening though. I think that's something that we've got to get better at next season. Is probably a bit more height and a bit more goal threat from the back. I don't think we've had that this year. Or as good as we like it, more of a threat on set pieces, I think. But I'm going to say a 2-1 win. Now, who do I think will get the goals? You see, my instinct is always to say Danny Rose. I'd be cool if he plays. I don't know if he's back from international duty for that. So if he does play, I think he will. But I'm going to go. If not, I'm going to go Danny Rose, and I'll go Donovan Wilson as well. Yeah, I'll go Donovan, because he is a good player. I think he's a possibility to cause some trouble at Wimbledon, especially on the counter attack. I do think we're decent on the counter attack. But again, we need to impose our game plan onto them, and I don't think we're going to be let off as much if it's like we were at the weekend. They do have more threats, Wimbledon, than Forest Green did, and I think I probably expect us, unlike Saturday, I do expect us to have a lot less of the ball. The stats from Saturday wouldn't surprise me if they were the possession stats on Tuesday night. To be expected, you always expect the home side to have more of the ball. But you know, it's going to be a challenge. Like I said, we're now 6 points clear of the drop. We're games in hand on all three below us. But like I've said, we can't rest on our morals on that. So I think this is going to be a tough game. If you are going down to Wimbledon tomorrow night, safe journey. It's a long journey as well, and hopefully you guys can roll us back with some with the 3 points. Would I take a point? Yes, if we end up with it. But obviously, like all fans want, we'll want the 3. We'll go for the 3. Because I've always said, if you're 2-1 up in a game like this, and then you said, yeah, we'll take a point, but then you can see the goal late on, it stings to only take a point out of it. So I think go for the win, and hopefully if you get the point, you've got something. Then I'd take the point, one way or the other. But I think if we take a point at Wimbledon, I think then we've got to go and win at Sutton. I said, as if you did see my review of Saturday, I think we need 7 more points to be sure, to be certain. So I say Town needs 7 more points. Let me know down below not only your score prediction for this game, but how many more points do you think Grimsby need to guarantee? I say 7 to get on to 40 points. I think will be enough, or just be enough, to get safe. Let me know what you think down below. Your score prediction and how many points you think the Mariners require. Who do you think should be in goal, and who do you think should start up front? Should it be the same attackers as last time? If a big crew's available, which I don't, I think he might still be away, but who do you think should partner Danny Rose up top? You know, all these good things. Let me know down below what you guys think, and on all the social media platforms, of course. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you with a review of the game on Tuesday. I'm not going to be there, unfortunately. I can't get down there this time round, unfortunately. It's just a long drive in the evening. That's basically what it is. But I will be keeping an eye on what happens between us and them. So please do like, please do share, please do subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you for a review of the game on Tuesday night. If you are going, please enjoy, and please travel down safe. And I will see you guys on the next one. I'll see you soon, guys. Leave your comments down below for me. Bye-bye.